I did something, and it might be what we need. Okay. Hi, we're a sorceress. We're trying to become immortal. Alright, I got rid of the Chains of Honor. Put on the Venom Ward. Yeah, you know that crappy unique you always find and you're like, damn it, I found this so many times. Well, plus 15% to maximum poison resist plus 90%, and poison length reduced by 50%. I need to get to Larzik with some characters so I can socket this. Wizard Spike back on, of course, like we had in the other video. I want to socket that too. If I could socket these two things, that might free up another gear slot for something else. But anyway, I have my rare boots back on with the massive cold and lightning resist. As you can see that our poison resist is 90, lightning 75, cold 75, fire 64 with a dwarf star, so fire heals us. Okay. Bunch of mana, charms, mercenary, got plague, grief, treachery, and Andaro's Visage. Very poison based on him, and casting novas everywhere and doing lots of damage with his grief and all that. We're gonna take advantage of our synergy ability with enchant. You'll notice it does 882 at the top end for this level 23 enchant from the charges, which means yes, the synergy does work from warmth and Fire Mastery does help. See, look at his damage now. You can see it's red and it's upwards of 2400 on this one and 1800 for this one. I know my plague's not ethereal. I'd have to make another one. That one was the first one I made on a ladder. I didn't have a 3-socket ethereal item at the time, so that's why that didn't happen. So anyway, yeah. And then did you guys see what rune word I made recently? Did you see that video? We crafted a rune word with one of my other themed characters who is a crafting character. Kind of cool. Anyway, Halls of Pain. Here we go. This place is terrorized. I hope it'll stay terrorized long enough to test. We got to get to Neelathok. Look how... I'm glad we got our cast speed back. You know? From the Wizard Spike. We're at 70% for faster cast rate now. I think 63 or 67 is the break point for Sorceress. So...
I need a key.
Okay. She needs a key. Look at these guys do massive poison damage. Let's let them hit me. Come on. Here you go. Come and get me. How did we not get poisoned yet? There we go. Okay. Check it out. Look at our health. Look at our health. It's not too bad, right? Not doing too bad. Here, let's walk over here. Let them all come at us. Okay, so we barely took any poison damage that time. So without having your poison damage, your poison resist at about 90 or 95, the poison really can be the one thing that could take you out. You know, one of the things, I should say. So getting that covered seems to be essential. Okay. Okay. Look at how many novas go off on us when this is happening. Someone suggested too, like trying to synergize the nova procs from our gear. That's not a bad idea either. I still want to try to make my firewall version work though. I like that the firewall kind of feels cool to use since you don't use firewall too much on a sorceress. Oh my gosh, look at all the poison novas going off. I mean, look at our sustain. Look at our sustain through that. The mercenary and me, we did not do anything. We did not get hurt. Mercenary's poison res is 85. All the rest of this stuff is capped out. Okay, sorry, I got a little sidetracked on these guys, but they do significant damage to you if you've seen my other videos in the series. Okay, So making sure that those guys can't hurt us is pretty big. All right. So we'll see what's in. Let's go see what's in. Where is it? Oh, it must be right up here, right? Yeah, okay. So let's just rebuff. We are at 3,600 mana. The last video we had 3,800, or the last video ago or two, one of those. All right, so these guys not immune to fire, so that's kind of nice. Take the Eth rune. Can craft some stuff with that. Is this him? This is him. All right. Let's use Firewall. Okay, I mean, that was Terrorize Nilithok. We do have massive poison damage happening on us, and we're getting bombarded by enemies. Look at our life. Look at our mana. It is staying up there pretty good. Our replenish life is at 29 now. We lost 7 replenish life from losing Chains of Honor. Okay? Look, so poison length reduced by 50%, with poison resistance 90, and cleansing aura. And did you see when it went off, when the poison went away? From all that's some of the worst poison damage in the game are those snake guys. Cold and lightning damage on this axe. That's a pretty decent amount of lightning damage. And there's poison on it. Poison, cold, and lightning with 13 strength, attack rating, and enhanced damage. I wish the poison rolled a lot higher on this, and that the enhanced damage rolled higher, and because if it did, can you see that? Sorry. Because if it did, that would be a rare that I would keep, so that I could make some weird off-meta, like, melee sorceress that does, like, lightning, cold, poison damage and all that, because she has good attack frames with axes. Okay. So that was successful. That was very successful, I think. That might have been one of the easiest going runs on Nilithok right there. So let's see if we can get into another area where there's lots. Oh, these guys do crushing blow. Let's see. Cast the firewall. Mercenary's doing well. So, yeah, go back and watch my series on this, okay? There's a bunch of videos where I'm just trying to feel out this build and see if I can figure it out. Some people have said things like, yo, bro, this is solved. Like, you didn't solve shit. Like, you just need to go on the internet, you know? Use the internet. It exists. I know. Like, I know I could just look up a build video and someone could just tailor this for me or whatever. I like this method where I'm playing the game and I'm using what I have online, the gear that I've found, and I'm trying to make this thing work. You'll see in some of my first videos on this build, I don't really have everything that I need to make it work, but I'm trying, you know? And then it's really fun to be going back and forth and testing and trying out different options and seeing if we can make it better and all that. Just kind of on our own, you know? I know there's a perfected build, like, out there that someone has probably done. I know. It's okay. Like, I'm having fun. And a lot of other people are enjoying it too, and that's cool. And if you're not enjoying it, if you would rather just look up exactly the one that worked for somebody else and it was completed and it works every time no matter what, then great. That's awesome. But I have fun doing this process. This process is really fun to me. I've had so many realizations about it while doing the process and then listening to the feedback that you guys give me. And even some people who are being negative in their criticism, but it still is valid criticism, okay? So I'm not dismissing someone just because they say something a little mean. You're right, you know? And I even have a video that says I was wrong. So just please check out those other videos. And if you are, you know, someone who's a little salty against me for not having this exactly perfect right away, just know that I get it. I was wrong about some stuff. So it's all good, dudes, all right? Okay, 2 sockets on a great Halberg. Halberg? I don't know. So this is still terrorized. I'm just going to kind of go back up here and just try to clear out some of these enemies. I passed up a bunch of, like, guys that were special enemies, you know, in this terror zone. So it would be kind of cool to kill them for me. So I can get some levels and stuff like that, too, with this character. More levels on this character would also help, because that just means more stats into energy, you know? So, but yeah, as I did say too, I need a couple socket quests. I think socketing this armor and this this wizard spike would definitely allow me a little bit more leeway in a couple things. Here we go. These guys are always strong poison damage. Okay, I am going to use a potion since the show, you know, me showing that I could do Nilathak is kind of over. And yeah, one day I think I will have perfected this build, and will have done so through my testing and love of the game. All right, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. All right, guys. So I'll stop there, and I'm gonna keep finishing this area though. Later.